relaxation, elevation. Maybe, baby, maybe we can save the nation. Come on. Let's go. So funny. I cannot sing. And let me tell y'all, somebody tried to rope me into singing karaoke recently. And I was like, ladies, I sang one time. They didn't ask me to sing a second. Welcome back to Daily Service. I am super excited to be here. I am super excited to be back. We're back for another fabulous conversation. I didn't ask her to do this. She's put on Be Great. We back to Be Great. We're back to remember that we are the creators and we've been brought here to create. So this is going to be another phenomenal conversation. If you missed yesterday's conversation, it's on YouTube. Go to At the Pursuit to Happy on YouTube. Go to Lives and you will find it. Yesterday was powerful. We made a decision yesterday. And if you didn't make one for yourself, I need you to go back, watch the live, and make a decision. It'll make sense when you go back and listen to it, okay? So, Alexa, off. We're going to get right into this. We're going to jump right in. I am so excited, like I said, to be here. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Jackie Vasquez, Coach Jackie, if you will. I am a money mindset coach, the manifestation experience. The reason they call me the manifestation experience is because 5 minutes with me and you will know that you can manifest the life of your dreams. And I don't say that lightly. I say that with conviction because let me tell you, it is true. Okay. I do this by helping women clear their money blocks, cure their generational wealth curses. And it's not just about the money. I'm going to be real with you. It has everything to do with how you love on yourself, how you care about yourself, and how you pour into you. So what I like to tell people is I am in the self-love business hunty. Okay. Real talk. That's the way I like to look at it. But at the end of the day, it is about reminding you how powerful you are and that you are a creator and you've been brought here to create. So like I said, we're going to jump right in. I'm so excited. Today is about us stopping the reaction and beginning to create. Okay. Many of us, I ain't pointing no fingers. I'm the only finger point I can do is right here at me. Okay. Many of us have been emotionally responding to our circumstances instead of directing them to do what we want them to do. Okay, basically what I'm saying, many of us are emotionally reacting to the situations at hand, and we're continuing to create the shit. Okay, like we're literally emotionally responding to the bad, to the ugly, to the good too, but most of our responses are to the bad and to the ugly, and this emotional response is creating our realities. Okay. And it's funny because trust me, don't get it twisted. Like I said, I can't point no fingers anywhere but right here back at me. And when I point these fingers right back at me, I have a full understanding that I have emotionally responded to some shit. Okay, I have emotionally lost my mind behind something happening to me. And then I wonder why it keeps happening over and over again. Okay, a good example of this is when you wake up in the morning and let's say you spill some coffee on your shirt, but you were late to work. And all of a sudden you have deemed entitled the day a bad day. And what ends up happening in this start to the bad day? The bad day may start off with just a stain on your shirt, but before you know it, the stain on your shirt is now you got into it with your boss. It's now you got pulled over by the police. Like the day can go from being something so simple. Ooh, happens every time, y'all. My dance party. I got to change my dance party alarm. I have an alarm that goes off and I go, dance party, dance party, dance party. You can hit it with me right now if you want to. It's the time. Okay. Side note. But we've spiraled out of control in this bad day. And it's because of this sense of emotional response to what has happened in first thing in the morning. But that sense of what happened to you didn't have to make the whole day bad. But the only reason it did make the whole day bad is because of this emotional reaction. We are the creators. We've been brought here to create. So the more that we are emotionally reacting when things go wrong, we're creating a cycle of, guess what? Things going wrong. And that's why our bad days spiral. Okay. Again, this is my, hey, reminder. This is a reminder to us all. We are the creators. So we need to do what? Check our emotions at the door. Okay. Just like anything, we have to set up very strong boundaries for our emotions. Shout out to all my business owners. Have you ever gotten low engagement? Right? Not too many people showed up to your live. Ain't nobody liking your posts. So then you have an emotional reaction to said what you feel like is going on in your business. It's not working. Nobody's buying. Now this emotional reaction is becoming your what? Reality. So this low engagement turns into you disappearing completely. And we need you, business owners. I don't care what your business is. You started a business out of something you saw as a need. So we need you. So when you fade into the background, because not too many people are watching, all of a sudden, this is your emotional reaction to what is happening. And now your reality becomes, my business is failing. I say no more. We're done doing this. We're done doing this. Because if we keep reacting, we're continuing to create. You are the creator. You've been brought here to create. So these emotional reactions to moments in time can create a whole new set of realities that you don't want to live. And you know you don't want to live them. That's why you're emotionally reacting in such a negative way, right? And let's be real. I love the whole negative, positive. This is negative. This is positive. Let's just talk about what makes you feel good. It doesn't make you feel good to start off with a stain on your shirt in the morning and now your whole day is bad. That does not feel good. You know what feels good to you. And what feels good to you is different than what feels good to me. Thank God. So we all get to decide. So when we have this emotional reaction, we have to remember, ooh, that's going to create something next. I get to choose. Okay, let's talk about money. Y'all know how I love talking about money, right? All of a sudden you get an unexpected bill. You weren't expecting it. This is what I'm about to say next is something that I just heard over and over and over again on a TV show. And I don't know if you guys have seen the TV show Beef on Netflix, but in the show, it's this really crazy, weird show. And I kind of got into it a little bit yesterday. But the funny part about Beef is these people that were really sad and they were depressed, right? You go watch the show. I'm not, this is their characters, right? Sad and depressed. Something that they all kept saying was, oh, it's always, what is it? It's always, it keeps happening, or it's always happening, or wait, what is the saying? Oh my God, I had it at the tip of my tongue, y'all. I just lost it. It's always like this, or, you know, you can never get ahead. It's that statement that you make, you know what it is, where when something, you know, oh, here goes another bill, and here, that's an emotional reaction to the unexpected bills. And guess what? You're absolutely right. They do keep coming up. They do keep happening. Oh man, I'm so mad. I can't remember what the saying is right now. Oh man, my mother used to say it growing up. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know what it is. But you keep thinking that, you can never get ahead because of these unexpected bills. That sense of emotional reaction is bringing, guess what? More unexpected bills. So at what point do we stop emotionally reacting to things that happen? Okay. And so we're going to talk about that here today. We're going to talk about how do we get to stop this emotional response? Because again, if I'm the creator and I've been brought here to create, my emotional response ain't helping nothing. I'm actually making things worse. So I get to choose. Okay. So we are going to change the way in which we do this. How do we do this? You become a creative, proactive person. If I'm going to create, I get to create the reality in which I want to live. So I'm going to become proactive with my creation abilities. What does that mean? I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to sit there and let that land for a minute. I'm going to get some water. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to say what I want. I'm no longer going to keep talking about all the things I don't want. I don't want unexpected bills. I don't want low engagement. Oh my God, this bad day. It's bad and it's only getting worse. We're no longer going to talk about what we don't want. We're going to proactively talk about what we want. Okay, I have hundreds of people showing up to see me live. Oh, they love my posts. They always engage with my posts, right? And people could be 1 to 2 people. It's so funny because I was the other day, it was a whole thing about, I'm a money magnet, right? I am a firm believer that I am a money magnet. And when I tell people that, it's like, okay, Jackie, whatever. But guess what? Even when I see a penny on the ground, I pick it up and I holler, I'm a money magnet. Oh my God, I'm so excited. More money is coming to me. Because even in just a little bit of evidence is evidence that you are creating. Okay. So I am the creator. I've been brought here to create. So creation is done proactively. I want. I desire. I've decided. Okay. Not I hope, not I wish, not maybe it would be. No, I am. Right? Yesterday, we made decisions. That was creation in a proactive way. Okay. Another thing I want to remind you, reaction is survival. When you're reacting, you are simply in survival mode. You're responding to situations that are happening in your life rather than creating them. We don't have to be in survival mode anymore. Let's be real. We were not built for survival mode. And many times, well, yeah, it was. No. Imagination is crazy. Have you ever seen everything that has been created with imagination from the beginning of time? From tools, everything to make things easier on humans. No matter what it was, they were great creations at the time. You were brought here to create. So we're no longer reacting in survival mode. Just take what's popping off as, ooh, okay, so that's not something I desire, but I do want. I like to tell people this all the time. What you don't want is showing you what you do want. Take that as an opportunity to reframe this is what I do want, right? So for example, with the unexpected bill, unexpected bills aren't fun, right? But when we get into the energy of, because you can't walk straight from, I don't want this to I want it like this, you're going to want to be hold gratitude, be in nothing but thankful mode in between times. So what does that look like? The unexpected bill comes, man, Thank God for the money to pay the unexpected bills. Thank you for being able to set up payments with me, maybe with, whoever the unexpected bill is with, right? Thank you for the credit card that I was able to put the unexpected bill on, right? Because oftentimes we give debt a very, very, very bad name. We make debt out to be the bad guy. Oh my God, debt. But debt is just an ability for you to pay something off over time. Sometimes the unexpected bill, you can't afford it, right? So when we get into the attitude of being grateful for the unexpected, and then realizing from this unexpected new phenomenon, what did I learn? How can I apply this to something else that I want? Because again, to be proactive in our creation ability, it is about knowing I can say I want this and it will be mine. There's something I really wanted to talk about today, and I love listening to other videos, especially when it comes to manifestation. And everyone's always just making it so clear, like, when you're manifesting, like, you're gonna have to get into action. Okay. When I tell you about manifestation, nowhere am I ever saying you won't get into action, because even in the unexpected bill moments, you're in action. Because what's happening in the unexpected bill moments, you're getting an opportunity to figure out what you really want. Sometimes we'll say, I just want to make enough money just to get by. Well, if you're making just enough money just to get by, guess what? That unexpected bill could take you out. So it's telling you, instead of just wanting just enough just to get by, you are allowed to want more than enough. I felt that. Maybe somebody here needed permission today. I'm going to let you know you're allowed to want more than enough. Abundance is your birthright. So oftentimes those unexpected bills where you may be thinking, oh my gosh, the government's trying to take me out. My job is trying to take me out. My family's trying to take me out. The reality of it is it's just showing you the opportunity to want more than enough. Maybe right now you sitting here saying, I'm okay with making $100,000 a year, but you're beginning to realize $200,000 a year sounds real nice. Okay, now I get to go ahead and travel like I want. Fly first class if I want. I can take my mama on vacation if I want, because the $200,000 a year will allow me to do that. You're no longer so focused on the unexpected bills that you don't want it. Now you're focused on the abundance. So it is up to us to shift from wherever you are, and it's going to take an inner, like you're going to get into action on said things, because that's the way the mind body works. Okay. If I sit up here and I say, I want, okay, I gave the example yesterday. I've been running around telling everybody I'm a millionaire. I'm going to be a millionaire. 2026 is my $1 million year. This is all I've been saying. It's all I talk about. I walk it, breathe it, talk it. This is my life, right? And I had to learn how to behave as a millionaire. Because again, energetically, what I know to be true is I have to become her in my body first. Life will meet me there. We talked about this yesterday. Go back and watch yesterday's live. It was the bomb. But life, oh Lord, sorry, y'all. Life will meet me there. Okay, they're gonna call back. You're gonna hear the phone ring again, because that's just the way my kids work. My phone's on focus. But life will meet me there. See, told y'all. So it is up to us to say what we want, to decree and declare what we want. And sometimes the what we don't want is only there to show us what we do want. But the problem is, and again, that goes back to us reacting emotionally to what we don't want. The problem is, so many of us get stuck at what we don't want. So shifting our energy is looking at it from a proactive stance, and doing that is, I was not brought here to be in survival mode. I was brought here to thrive. So if this is making me feel like survival mode, this is just here to show me what I don't want so I can know what I do. And now we switch it over to the proactive of, okay, unexpected bills, no fun. And I feel like they're only unexpected right now because, let's be honest, if I had more money, it wouldn't hit me as hard. I would love to make more money. This is the amount of money I would love to be making in my life. This amount of money would allow me the freedom to be able to travel, to be able to pay my bills, to be able to not worry about it, to be able to, right? To be able to put my kids through college, to be able to help the homeless, right? Whatever it is, because let's be honest, good people with more money do great things in this world. And you are good people. Okay. So I know I got on money real heavy, but that goes for everything. It goes for love too. Because I just love talking about money. People know that about me. We talk money all day, but it goes for everything. Love is included. Okay. If I keep telling myself ain't no good, nothing out here, ain't no good, blah, 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 men, woman, and whatever else, guess what? I'm going to keep attracted ain't no good. I'm going to keep attracting the same human I've been attracting this whole time based upon this attitude and this reaction emotionally that I'm having to my current circumstances. Until I start to walk, talk, and behave as a woman who attracts wonderful humans who love her, because it can be all humans. I've recently started walking, talking, and attracting wonderful humans, some of the best humans in the world. And it wasn't until I embodied her first, a woman who makes great connections, great friendships, and has great relationships, thriving ones. So no matter what it is that we're doing, but let's be real. Let's be real. I had some bad relationships. I had some bad friendships. I had to let some go. And when I released them back wherever they came from, I started to say, okay, so I know now in friendship, I want this from a friend. I know now in friendship, I want women who lift me up. I know now in friendship, I want women who support me, who post my stuff, who cheer me on, who come to my speaking engagements. I want women who want to see me thrive. That's what I learned from these bad relationships. And so I will no longer settle until I get these women in my corner. And one by one, they began to show up. And I am forever grateful for all the women that are embracing in, like, literally in my life right now, my friends, and they're all business friends, like mostly business besties. And these bitches are dope. Okay. But I had to release and let go of the idea that all my friends had to be the ones I didn't want. So it is up to us to look at our situations, good, bad, indifferent, ugly, pretty, and nasty, all of them, and get out of it proactive creation. You get to decide. I decide today I want. I decide today I have. I decide today I am. And it's whatever is on the other side of what you don't want. And that's all that don't want is there for. It's not there for you to sit there and emotionally lose your whole mind over that. Don't want is there for you to figure out what you do want so you can proactively create. Okay. So today, right? I want us to, this is the activation today. Before noon, I want you to speak one outcome you want to happen today as if you've already decided. Right? One outcome that you want to see happen today as if you've already decided it's yours. And you're going to see me keep asking you to decide one thing. Okay, because when we make this decision, we're no longer sitting and playing victim mode and just reacting to all the things that are going on around us. We begin to create the reality we deserve to live. And again, Whatever reality you want to create, it could be good, bad, ugly, nasty, terrible, fabulous, awesome, abundant. The decision is yours. You have been brought here to create it. So we're going to stop reacting to the negative things that are going on around us and start creating proactively the things that we want to see happen next. We are going to look at what we don't want to realize what we do. Okay? And it is completely up to you. Okay? So today we are making one decision before noon. It could be noon on the East Coast though, huh? 10, 11. Wow. Make one decision before night time. What you are going to decide as if it's already done. Okay. And it could be in direct reaction to whatever may be popping off currently. You may have something going on in your life that you're not a big fan of, right? Start to look at whatever that thing is and make a decision of, you know what? Coach Jackie's right. I don't have to emotionally react to this, right? Especially for those of us who have teenagers and preteens. Stop emotionally reacting to everything that they do. If I can give any type of parental advice, that would be it. Because if you continue to emotionally react to everything that they do, your life with your teenager is going to be hell. Because they're figuring out their own way, figuring out their own selves. They're going to be annoying. They think you're annoying, and everybody's going to be unhappy. So we no longer want to emotionally keep reacting. We want to create. And so in order to do so, we look at what we don't want and start to make statements around what we do. You see what you don't want. Honestly, and I say this all the time, you've already emotionally created what you don't want. So the more that you keep hanging out in what you don't want, you're going to keep having it. So we get to decide. So on the other side of that, it's, oh, I don't like this. Okay, you know what? Now I know because of this, I want this. And it's like a wonderful thing to do in business, right? Every single time you learn something in business, you're like, man, thank God I learned that because now I know how to do it differently. When I put on my first conference, straight up, y'all, put my first conference on, I was the DJ, I was the MC, I was the everything. Okay. And when I have another conference coming up, well, it's actually a festival now, but we're doing a festival in August. Guess one of the first things I went and looked for? An MC. Because I don't want to be responsible for everything. I learned from what I didn't want. So we have to stop emotionally reacting to what we don't want. And we have to look at what we don't want and decide what we do. And I know it's so much easier said than done, right? You get bad news, you want to react. You get sad news, you want to react. And I'm not saying not to feel your emotions, feel them, but don't hang out there. Because when you kick it there, now you're creating. Okay? It's just like realizing the power of your tongue. I'm beginning to realize my tongue is so powerful that if I continue to talk crazy about myself, my life is going to continue to look crazy. Get that kind of understanding. Because the moment that you understand that, you start to talk, walk, think, and behave differently. And so that's what I was saying about action earlier. You may want to get into action on things, but we are literally in action based upon our subconscious thoughts. So if my subconscious thoughts are running the show, a lot of the times, I don't even know they're happening, right? So I have to train my brain to respond the way I need it to. So now my actions reflect what I'm thinking and feeling inside. And that's the way it works. Our body is the robot. Our mind is the supercomputer. Okay. As the supercomputer runs, the body responds. So you don't have to worry about the action. Everybody's always talking about the action. And I'm here to tell you, it ain't got nothing to do with the action. 95% of success is mindset. 95. Only 5% is your actual behavior, your strategy, whatever it is else you feel like you need to put into it. So what's going to happen is the more that you work on your mind, the more that you work on how you think and feel, the more that your body will respond with the right behavior. The more that you'll be able to notice the opportunities, notice the people, the places, the things. It's almost as if, when I we just did the Unicorn CEO Summit. I was just there in Orlando. It wasn't my summit. I was attending a summit for Sanira and CEO school. Phenomenal, right? The summit was phenomenal. And one of the speakers, that's what she said. She was working on herself so hard on her craft. And it just so happened to be, it was an acting and singing job on Broadway, but she would go to sleep every night and imagine herself in that Broadway, imagine herself there on Broadway. She would, she had all these things that she was doing every night to embody this human that was on Broadway. Okay. And she said, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, big bright lights said, audition here for the show she had been imagining all this time. And so that's the thing. The moment that you convince your mind and your body to think that it's already yours, all of a sudden it's big bright light shining, saying, right here is the road, come this way. And all of a sudden, guess what you're going to do? You're going to walk that way, because your brain and your body, that's all it's been thinking about. It's always been, I'm going to do this. So action, you don't have to worry about it, because the more that we start getting focused and caught up on the actions, we begin to get worried about the who, the what, the when, the why, the where. And let me tell you, when you get caught up in all them weeds, analysis paralysis. I see it every time. We all do it. I do it. Look, I'm not even going to do this. I'm going to do this. I do it. Analysis paralysis. Now I'm so caught up and worried and all the things about, the who, the what, the where, the why, the when. Girl. As soon as I said I'm a millionaire, it started to be like, well, Jackie, how? Break it down to me. I need to see the numbers. And let's be real. That don't make no difference. Seeing the numbers don't make no difference. Because seeing the numbers, honestly, sometimes scares me. Like, oh, shit. I got to get how many people? I got to talk to how many people? But when I get here first, I get in my mind. Now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hit up 10 people today. You know what? I'm going to hit up 20 people today. Now my body is in action. Okay. So getting proactive about what you want is so important. Getting out of survival mode and just responding emotionally to whatever is going on, it has to stop. If we're going to manifest in a big way, that has to stop. Okay. And so that's what I am so obsessed about, Manifest That Shit, my 1-to-1 program. Because you stop reacting to life. Like we don't react to life and manifest our shit, because the reality of it is we know that we get to create what's next. And how do we do that? I like to call it, we put on the armor. We put on the armor. Basically meaning in our mind, we put on the armor. In our body, we put on the armor. We do our affirmations. We do EFT tapping. We do meditating, because that is how we get in here. That is how we emotionally get in our body to shift our identity. You can't tell me nothing. I'm walking, talking, breathing, behaving like my millionaire self. I know it. I know it. And it's funny because the more that I hang out here in this energy, the more the CEO me comes out. It was funny because at the same conference, we got to name our CEO self versus our at-home self. And my at-home self is Jackie. My clients get Coach Jackie. But when I shift into the CEO, I am Jacqueline McDaniel Vasquez. That's the CEO. So let me tell you, okay, when I wake up in the morning, because now I get up earlier just to make sure I'm able to come here live so I can get everything done that I want to get done for me first so I can pour into others second. And so when I wake up, that alarm 4:45 hitting early, like, whoa, that's an early call. And the first thing I think to myself is, okay, Jacqueline, get up, because the CEO has to rise first. Okay. But she's an identity in my body that I know so well. I walk, talk, and I'm being her. And so guess what? When that CEO conference came, I had only been saying I was a millionaire for just a little bit before the CEO conference came up. I mean, CEO summit came up, right? The Unicorn CEO Summit. I had only been talking about I was a millionaire for about this long. And even just talking about it for this long, all of a sudden, the doors opened up for me to be in the room with other millionaires. That opportunity, those bright lights, they were shining. They said, over here. And now I've made connections. Now I've done things. I will never be the same. So if you're ready to manifest in a big way, if you're ready to manifest intentionally, if you're ready to stop reacting and start building the life of your dreams, I want to invite you. Come join me inside Manifest That Shit. It's one-to-one. It's personal. It's just for you. It's just for you. It's time nobody can take from you. It's time that I carve out just for you. And it's so you can shift and change the identity here, the feelings within here. So life will meet you right where you are with everything that you desire. And before you know it, you're going to look back and be like, damn, I manifested that shit. Okay, so here's your official invitation. Come join me inside Manifest That Shit. Shoot me a DM, comment manifest below. Either way, I just want to see you win. And again, we're going to stop reacting, because every reaction is going to create something new in our lives. And we're going to start creating, meaning proactively deciding what we want rather than being so focused on what we don't want. All right. I just want to let y'all know I love you so much. I went over a little bit today. It's 9:36, so I do apologize, but I love you. I'm here for you. I will be back again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, for another daily service. Tomorrow, we're talking about power. Okay. You don't lack power. I'm going to tell you what we're lacking. And we're going to do something about it. Because as you can tell, I don't come here with nothing. I come here with a, hey, boo, do this. Okay. And if you do the things, you will win. I just got a message yesterday from somebody saying, did your journaling guide, Coach Jackie, and literally got a job quicker than I thought. She said, I gave myself till June. And y'all see what month it is. It's February. Okay, so I'm gonna need for you to understand when you work this stuff works. So I'm here for you. So whether you want to join me inside Manifest That Shit, or you just want a free guide just to get what you need right now, I am here for you. I just want to see you win, and you deserve. Okay, so come join me back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, daily service right here, TikTok, right here on YouTube. You don't lack power. We're just lacking discipline. And I'm going to tell you how and what to do about it tomorrow. I love you all so much. Have the best day ever. Today is the only day that you get to do February 24th, 2026. Make it a day that you will never forget. All right. I love y'all. And remember, treat yourself like a gift that you are to this world, and your whole world will change. Have the best day ever. Bye.